100% full speed.
It's really good. During the spring, it was still kind of iffy. Still was braced up, wasn't 100%. Now being out there, going full go, having my strength back, having all summer to work with Coach Lawson and the strength staff to get back stronger to where I was, and it just feels great to not be limited in any way now.
What's that battle at middle linebacker been like?
It's been pretty competitive. There are a lot of guys that are competing for that spot. It's every day. You can't miss any reps. It's all about your effort on the field. Run to the ball. Everything that we install as a program and as a defense. We have to stay with that, and that all ties into our competition.
Dillon, where do you think you fall in the mix?
I'm still not 100% sure right now. We're still all competing. Still early in the camp, but we're all just competing for jobs. We're all rotating, so still up in the air. We're still competing for our jobs.
Dillon, how much weight did you gain this summer, and what can you tell is different about your game with it?
I got a lot stronger, and lost a lot of that kind of surgery fat that you kind of get after surgery. Start eating a lot and everything. You should try and compensate for what you lost during surgery. Working with the strength staff and Miss Allison, the nutritionist, they've been great in helping us, get to where we're at and better. So, I've honestly put on about 10 pounds of muscle, and I'm up to about 235 right now. So I'm feeling really good.
What can you tell with that extra weight that you do differently on the field? Is it harder hitting, or maybe we have to shed blocks easier?
It's just easier to move around. When you're at Mike linebacker, you got to play from field to field, and being too heavy and not having the right weight on you kind of slows you down. And being able to have the right weight, being more lean, you'll be able to move from field to field or sideline to sideline, and be able to take on blockers and get rid of blockers too. So.
Can you tell the difference in Kenny Bynum? He lost a lot of weight. I guess he dropped 100 pounds. What do you see as different?
He's been moving around really well. He's been a great leader on the field, and he's been playing really good this fall, and during the summer he's really taken leadership of the team and in the LB room, helping the younger guys, and he's progressed a lot, I guess, through the summer and through fall camp.
So can you tell the difference in the weight? Does he look faster? Is he able to get to guys a little quicker?
He's definitely moving around a lot better. He's a lot more agile. I don't know how exactly how much weight he's lost, but he's looking really good. We call him Hulk because he's just that big old dude, but he's looking really good.
John Jancic talks about the middle linebacker kind of being the quarterback position. Do you feel like you're progressing there, learning more, kind of the calls and kind of how to be the leader?
Definitely. The Mike is definitely the CEO of the defense, so you have to take pride in that. You have to take possession of the defense, and whether that's being a leader on the field, taking calls and being loud on the field and being able to just take control of the defense and line everybody up. And it's definitely one of the biggest positions on the defense, and you just have to have the knowledge of the game and know where everybody's lining up to really run the defense.
And how comfortable are you in doing that right now?
I'm feeling really comfortable. We've put in a lot of different things this fall camp, and it's definitely clicking a lot more. Now having this past year where I was able to just sit in the meetings and really learn everything, and going through the spring, now I'm able to see not only what my assignment is, but see what other people's assignment is, and where the weaknesses of the defense is, and where to correct that and how to correct that, and what kind of schemes the offense is going to try and run against that kind of defense.
What do you have to get better at this fall camp to try to get to that first team?
It's definitely all about knowledge, and everybody has the athletic ability, and whenever you have that knowledge, have that IQ better, you're able to fly around faster, make more plays, and I think that's definitely going to help me progress.
Seems like you guys have about 7 middle linebackers. What do you have to do to get your reps and impress the coaches when you get those reps?
It's all about what you do, in between drill and individual. They're filming everything. They're watching every rep. So it's all about giving your all, giving everything, having the right technique. Really locking in and giving your best effort on what you can do in between drills, not just in the team setting, but in individual and special teams and everything else, and locking in a meeting. So it's all about being a presence on the field and making your name known.
Coaches have said it's a wide open competition. Do you get that sense as well from the way things?
We do. We all rotate, and we get about equal reps. So it's still a pretty open competition, and we're still all fighting, we're still all competing, we're still all coaching each other up. So it's not really I'm gonna do my best to not help anybody else. We're all helping each other to get better as a position. Coach Jones always talks about power of the position, and as a linebacker core, we got to be all one. We got to be all one unit and be able to help each other. So we're interchangeable.
You lined up behind Khalil McKenzie.
I have, that's a big body. He's going to help us really a lot this year. His first step, just that presence on the field, he can get after it, and he's going to be a great player.
Do you feel like, Mike, this is kind of your permanent home, or are you going to any chance you might work outside some?
I'm open to really any position. I feel really comfortable at Mike right now. I put on the weight. I've gotten a lot stronger. I'm able to really fly around and make these plays at Mike, and I'm definitely feeling really comfortable at Mike right now.
Has the Mike position required any adjustment for you in terms of the physicality and just kind of getting your head in there a little bit more than you maybe do as an outside linebacker?
I would say just the main difference would be just the command presence, being able to line everybody up. Being Will, you don't have to make all the calls, you don't have to make all the adjustments. And with Mike, you have to make all the calls, make all the adjustments, know your assignment, know everybody else's assignment, play the down, and then go make a play too. So,
where are some of the positions where the improved team speed shows up the most?
I would say at DB, there's cats back there that are making plays, and they're flying around. They're the speed that they're playing with is incredible. I mean, they'll go from hash to hash and make an interception that really anybody else couldn't make. So, I've been really impressed just watching film and seeing them fly around.
Thanks, Dillon.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.